the architect of discipline. Most people look at $100 million empire and call it luck. They see the private jet and the global influence, but they don't see the classroom. They don't see the professor earning $2,000 a month, staring at a blackboard, realizing he was designed for more than just explaining history. He was designed to make it. Robert's story doesn't start in a boardroom. It starts in a house of stone cold discipline. His father was a man who viewed an A- as a structural failure. In that home, education wasn't a path, it was a mandate. There was no compromising on performance. While other kids were learning to play, Robert was being forged to look past the local horizon. His father's voice was the first blueprint. Don't just be the best in the room, be the best in the world. After university, Robert stayed. He became a teacher. He was the man behind the lectern, earning a stagnant salary, watching the world go by. He saw his own mentors return from abroad with nice cars and titles, and for a moment, he thought that was the ceiling. But a lion cannot stay in a cage just because the cage is comfortable. Robert realized that academia was a map, but the industry was the territory. He saw a job at a bank that offered a few $100s more, but even then, he knew you cannot build a global legacy with a local mindset. He walked away from the security of the classroom. He traded the chalk for the hard hat. He flew into the most ruthless construction market on the planet, the Middle East. He arrived with nothing but a name: William Edge, the director of a massive engineering firm. Edge looked at Robert's academic background and gave him one choice: we don't wear TIs here. We fold our sleeves and we get in the mud. Are you a thinker or are you a builder? Robert chose the mud. Robert was thrown into a mega project, a 5-star city rising from the desert. This was his true education. In the classroom, a mistake was a red mark on a paper. In the desert, a mistake was $1 million catastrophe. He learned the law of high-stakes capital. Precision is not a choice. It is a requirement. In a billion-dollar culture, I forgot is a fireable offense. He watched how they managed 10,000 workers like a single, high-precision machine. He realized that the gap between the poor and the billionaire isn't resources, it's the standard of execution. Robert took that global machine back home. He didn't start with 100 million. He started with one employee. But he treated that one employee like they were a multinational firm from day one. He founded his corporation on 2 words: command and control. He developed a philosophy called tech risk disaction, the radical elimination of friction. If there is a problem on site, you don't schedule a board meeting for next week. You solve it in the dirt right now. Speed is a competitive advantage. Within 5 years, he scaled that one-man desk into a $150 million annual turnover. He became a surgeon of efficiency. He fired the most talented engineers he ever met because they were mentally lazy. As Robert says, you can teach a skill. You cannot teach a soul to care. The world sees the billionaire. They don't see the solitude. When you operate at a global standard in a local world, you will be lonely. Your friends won't understand why you can't relax on a Sunday. Your family will think you are obsessed. Robert doesn't believe in work-life balance. He believes in work-life integration. If you want to change a nation's infrastructure, you don't turn off at 5 p.m. Your brain must be a 24-hour factory of solutions. If you want balance, stay average. If you want a legacy, stay obsessed. Today, his reputation is his greatest asset. Reliability is the ultimate currency. More than gold, more than crypto. If the world knows that when you give your word, the job is done, you have already won. Don't build a building first. Build a reputation that is unbreakable. The money is just a side effect of the man you become. Stop being local. The world only pays for the best. Robert moved from a $200,000 a month lectern to a $150 million empire because he killed the version of himself that was satisfied. The question isn't whether this blueprint works, the question is whether you work. If you found value in this masterclass, share this with the one person you're building a legacy with. If you're tired of being local in a global game, click the link in the description to join our inner circle. The world only pays for the best. Go be the best. But before you leave, look at the subscribe button. If you're okay with staying exactly where you are for the next 5 years, leave it gray. But if you are ready to declare war on your own mediocrity, hit subscribe. This isn't just a channel, it's a high-precision machine for your mindset. We don't do entertainment, we do execution. Finally, I want a commitment in the comments. Robert said, I forgot is a fireable offense. What is the one local habit you are firing from your life today to reach the global standard? Write it down below. Let the world see your contract. Reliability is currency. Start by keeping your word to yourself. See you in the next one.